Hi everybody. It is one of the most fun videos to film. Well, actually, you know what? No, that's a lie. The most fun video for me to film is the setting up of the planners. This is the fun video, maybe because it's the one that I need to do before I can set up my main planner for, I don't know, you guys, I'm rambling. This is going to be my planner lineup video for 2024, and as the title says, I surprised myself, dudes. I thought I had figured out what my planner was going to be back in September when Moxy Life launched their flagship planners. I thought it was going to be the pink flowery one. I bought it. It's sitting on my desk. But then as the year continued to progress towards its, creamy center, that's not even accurate, the finish, the frosting finish of 2023, and our dialysis life. Fun fact, I'm a home hemodialysis patient, and I started at the beginning of this year, and this entire year has been a roller coaster. I have a video that just came out, I don't know, last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, something like that, sometime during Vlogmas, where I talked about what I learned this past year in planning, right? What I learned about my planning, my style, both functionally and aesthetically, what I value, what I don't value in planning. A lot of those realizations have come to the forefront in the last month or so because this is when our dialysis life has finally started to even out a little bit. It has taken this long to really feel like we've gotten into a groove. And I realized a few things. Aside from everything I talked about in that video, one of the biggest pieces that I realized was that while I do want to keep work and personal at a glance in my life, the Moxy Life weekly layout was both too big and too small. Too big because I didn't need that much space when I was looking at my week at a glance. Too small because on a daily basis, my needs change, and some days I need a hell of a lot more room for lists and jots and all the things, and some days I barely need any room at all. The Moxy Life weekly planner was just not suitable for what I needed. And I realized that this last couple of months as I have used it less and less. You'll see when I do my flip through, which should be coming out in a couple of days, assuming. I'm filming a little bit ahead of time, so I have no idea what's going on. The point being is that it occurred to me that I wasn't excited to start this planner because I was already feeling really out of sorts with my current planner. It was kind of like when you have a piece of clothing that you fucking love, that you wear all the time, and then your body changes because of something like maybe pregnancy, or maybe somebody dies in your family and you gain or lose a bunch of weight. Maybe you get diagnosed with an illness and something changes. But something changes in that piece of clothing that you love so much that no longer fits you. It doesn't look good and it doesn't feel good, because it's not right for you anymore. But you want to hang on to it because you have so many memories associated with it that you are determined to keep it until it fits you again. Well, I don't want to do that with my planner because I've done it before. I've been in this place before. You guys, if you've been following me for a long time, you're like, Cindy, yeah, you change, you make your changes. I'm recognizing it before everything starts. And so I am not going to be working with that planner. I'm going to hang on to it. I'm not going to give it away. I actually haven't decided that. I might give it away. At this point, by the time this video is up, keep an eye on my Instagram and my community tab because I have some giveaways to do. Maybe I'm giving it away. I don't know. When I'm filming this, I'm not sure yet because I do have a knack for changing my mind, as a lot of you know. Usually I change my mind once and then I stick to it. But I don't think that's going to happen this year because I'm recognizing the parts of my planning style, again, functionally and aesthetically, that are just not working. Now, don't get me wrong. The goal setting in the Moxy Life is fucking chef's kiss. That is not something that doesn't fit me right. It's just the weekly layout is not working for me. With all that being said, let's talk about my planner lineup because that will help you understand, that context will maybe help you understand why I'm making the choices I'm making. So first and foremost, I'm hanging on to Notion. In my Notion, I have my HB90 set up for my goal setting for work. I have done a video recently where I did a tutorial on how to set up a basic HB90 system in Notion. Check it out. I'll leave it linked down below. I'm also keeping my Google Calendar for appointments because I need somewhere that the whole family can access. But this year, I'm going to go back to putting my appointments in my calendar because I am learning that the more times I write them down, the higher chance I have of remembering them. Just putting them in Google Calendar doesn't help. Just writing them on the week. Also, still, my kidney brain fog is a fucking pain in the ass and I am losing everything. So I'm going to keep my Google Calendar for my appointments and for my family calendar, but I am going to start moving them back into my written planner from now on. At least for now. We'll see how it works. See if that maybe solves the issue that I'm running into, because I have almost missed a couple of appointments and missed a couple of them, and I'm really tired of it. Here is the area where I'm not sure if digital or paper or a combination of the two is going to be my thing. I'm still working on it, and that is for my personal goal setting. Now, like I said, I love the Moxy Life goal setting. It's not it's not you, it's me when it comes to the planner. To have a place to write things down. The one these are the Moxy Life goal setting notebooks. I don't have the yearly one here because it's actually upstairs right now and I forgot to bring it down. Because while I'm on dialysis, I have been experimenting with adding the Moxy Life system into a Notion template to see if that works for me for this year. Because I have learned that, and this is something I kind of talked about on the values video, that I need to be able to, I'm more consistent with doing like weekly and monthly and quarterly check-ins if I can do them typing on dialysis. It's harder to write when I'm on dialysis with one hand, because for years and years I have written with like one hand kind of bracing myself and the other one writing, and that's a hard habit to break. But picking with one finger, typing, not as big of a deal. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be writing in these every single month, every single week. Maybe I'll only write in them every single month. Maybe the weekly will be in my Notion or vice versa. The quarterly and the yearly reflections, those will definitely be on paper because I do like to write my thoughts out. But the weekly and the monthly, I'm not quite sure yet. However, I got these because I knew I wanted to have them for the whole year, so that I have the flexibility of on paper or writing down. And since I don't think I'm going to be using the paper planner, this is a really good option. So for these, if you haven't seen them before, each one is a quarter's worth. It has a quarterly review, 3 monthly review, and 3 months worth of weekly actions and space to do weekly reflections. So these are all A5 size, and I've got them, and I think the Moxy colors because they're the pink ones, and I just think that they're really pretty. So this is what I'm going to be doing my personal goal setting in, and for sure Notion is my work goal setting. With these, I'm just not sure how much of it's going to be in these and in the Notion. I'm still working on that. It's a work in progress. I will also be doing the 2023 monthly or yearly reflections as well. So stay tuned for that as part of my goal setting video. I've already set up my journal for the year. This is going to be mostly a gratitude journal. I want to use this to write something that happened that wasn't dialysis. And then on the weekly layout, this is a Hobonichi Weeks, P.S., a regular Hobonichi Weeks, not a mega. And then on the weekly side, I want to write something I'm grateful for and try to break out of the I'm grateful for my husband, I'm grateful for my kids, I'm grateful to not be dead from kidney disease, which is the same thing I write over and over again when I try to gratitude journal. So this time I'm trying to break out of that. For example, I was grateful on Monday for feeling solvent enough to schedule my tooth repair right away, as opposed to letting my broken filling just fester, because that's what I've done in the past. And then today, I'm grateful for potentially not needing a root canal. I might need a root canal. At this point, you'll know more than I will. But anyway, so I'm going to write those and then have space for like pictures and like other notations. I don't expect this to be like a long form journaling. I think this is mostly just going to be gratitude, pictures, and did I journal today? So I can actually mark, hi Mark, these two off because I did. And am I bleeding? This hasn't started yet because this is next year, because my fucking period is all over the place since starting dialysis. Anyway, so this Hobonichi Weeks will be like my gratitude journal, basically something to reflect in the evenings. And I already set this up, as you can see. Check that out. That video is already live. I'll link it down below as well. But you're asking yourself, Cindy, but what's the fucking planner? What's like your planner? Like, that's a journal. Those are goal setting. You talk about goal setting. You talk about appointment. Where's your fucking planner? Don't judge me, because some of you are going to judge me. Because if you've seen enough of my videos, then you know that this might not be super surprising while at the same time being totally surprising. And that is going to be my A5 full year common planner. This beautiful beautimus. Now, I had ordered a common planner, this one actually, which will be part of the giveaways, when I was looking for a potential journal, but I realized I didn't want this many pages. I didn't need this many pages for journaling, and so that's why I went with the Hobonichi Weeks, because I love the color, I love everything about it, but I love the layout. Now, here's the thing. I bought a Hobonichi Weeks, a Hobonichi cousin. I'm not using that. I'm not giving that away either. I actually did give it away already. I gave it to my kid. There are various like attention issues and need to both have a lot of information and a lot of extra space and whatnot. They actually think the Hobonichi is going to work really well for them. Although, if you are a lefty and you use a Hobonichi, anything with Tomomi River paper, let me know in the comments if you have good recommendations for what pens you like to use, because Sunny is left-handed. I don't have enough experience with this paper to know that. And I know that some of you out there have mentioned that there are pens that dry a little faster on the paper and that work better for lefties. I'd love any of your suggestions down below so I can pass them on to my kid, because they're going to use the Hobonichi this year. I, however, was looking at it and I was like, this is almost exactly what I want. The monthly layouts, the weekly layouts, and the daily pages, which would solve the problem of, for the monthly layouts, having a space to write appointments down so I don't forget them, which I already talked about, having a weekly layout that is vertical and that is similar to what I like to use, which is a vertical layout, but smaller because I don't need as much space. Again, we already talked about that. But then I also sometimes need more space, and that's where the daily pages came in. However, there were a couple of things about the Hobonichi I'm not a fan of. We're not even going to talk about the paper. I'm going to either get used to the paper, or I'm going to hate it and burn it and go to my Moxy Life Planner. I don't know. So I'm not worried about that. The first thing is that all of the fucking color in the Hobonichi, like it's not like a super colorful planner, but it has like those color on the weekends, and I just don't like that. I like a good neutral planner. It's one of my sticking points in a planner because I like to add color, and having a clashing color on the page makes me cranky, and I don't want to spend my whole year doing layouts with red in them because the Hobonichi has red in it. I just am not about that life. So there's that. I don't give a shit about the quotes. I don't give a shit about the moon cycles. I don't give a shit about any of that extra bullshit. I want my ass a fucking neutral planner. The other thing is that when I was using the B6 Common Planner last year for work, I didn't use the quarterly goal spreads as much as I thought I would, but it occurred to me that if I'm using this for personal stuff and I'm using the Moxy Life goal setting system, that these pages could come in a lot handier. So I thought to myself, why don't I see? But then I was like, but I missed the pre-order for this because I pre-ordered the fucking smaller one and I didn't pre-order an A5 one. I was starting to have these thoughts. A lot of this came to mind when I was doing my videos on these weeks size planners for my journaling spread. And I was already in a place thinking this is not going to fucking work for me, meaning the Moxy Life. So I was thinking, well, I really liked the B6 Common Planner for work, but it wasn't something I needed just for work because I really use Notion for work and I only need a little bit of an overview for work. But then I thought, why can't I use this for a regular planner? And I'm like, but I love the Moxy Life system. I'm like, but they make the notebook. So I'm giving you kind of my conversation that was going on in my head. So when she announced that she was selling the rest of the inventory, I was like, oh shit, can I get my hands on, ideally I wanted the exact same, the gold edges and the fucking caramel, because I really like how pretty this one is. I would have been happy with any of them. They're all beautiful, but this is the one I wanted and I was able to get it. So, and then it arrived and I was like, well, I want to start talking about this and saying it up, but I also knew that I was going to want a like plastic cover for it to protect it. And I didn't buy the one from Sterling Ink because I didn't really like the one I got from Sterling Ink. Was that the one I don't remember. Anyway, so I did order one of those and it came today, which is why I'm feeling okay with getting everything set up. This is the Salty Katie jelly cover. I just ordered a clear jelly cover with no elastic. And when I set this up, I'm going to throw this on, but I have stuff I'm going to do first. The point being is that the other reason that I was really excited about this one over the Hobonichi is that the date pages, there's enough for a page a day, but they're not dated. They're numbered, but they're not dated. So I don't have to use a page a day. I can use a page a day. I can use half a page a day. I can use whatever I want. I'm not going to feel like I need to keep that page for whatever. I can then add in extra pages for notes, or if I want to do collections or any kind of like bullet journal-esque sorts of things. I have had great success with the bullet journal in the past, and I have great success with a weekly planner in the past. So this next year may be the year where I kind of combine everything I know about how I plan between weekly planning, bullet journal style planning, and the goal setting, and using Notion and my Google Calendar in tandem, and that this will be kind of the planner for everything. My overview of my life, my personal shit, the work overview that I need, my goal setting will all live in here, like come from my notebooks, and then it'll get moved into here. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work. So I will be definitely doing some videos on this once I get into the new year. But this will be my personal planner for the year. So this plus the Hobonichi Weeks as a journal. And then I'll just grab one of these A5 puppies to put underneath it to save for my goal setting, plus my digital stuff. And that's my planner stack. I hope that it's helpful for you. I hope this ramble was helpful for you. I hope you don't feel like you're alone if you have been in a question mark place and you're still not really sure, because I'm in the same place. Anyway, stay tuned because I will be setting this puppy up and I'm excited. It's not going to be a fucking artistic setup there. I mean, there's a little of art. Though, of course, there'll be a little bit. But generally speaking, it's just going to be some functional stuff. Maybe a little pizzazz. What do they say in The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas? Ain't nothing too high tone, just lots of goodwill and maybe one small thrill. That might be my art. But generally, it's just going to be functional. I'm not going to try and turn this into a fucking art piece because that's just not how I fucking plan anymore. I'm going to use this the way I want to use this. But this, for now, ideally, I'll be able to see you in 1 year doing a flip through of this the way I'm going to be doing a flip through of my Chonky Boy Moxy life. That's my ideal. We shall see about that. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you decided what you're using next year? If you are, let me know. Let's talk about what you're using next year. I want to read about it. Extra, extra. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, friends. Peace.